what you're saying. Nani? Get out my business, okay?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Identity Booth. We are your hosts, Heero, and I'm Eric. We are the amalgamation of the Identity Booth. Our objective is to identify with you and you identify with us. That's what we live to do. That's why we're on your social media. That's why you clicked on the video you just didn't know yet. So make sure you go down, do the YouTube thing, hit the subscription button, hit the notifications. If you're watching on Twitch, man, hit that follow. Don't unclick the bell, man. Rock with us. So today, we want to give a special shout out to our favorite group of people on YouTube, the Jimmy Hats.
Hey, Jimmy Hats. How y'all doing?
Heero has a special place in his heart for you Jimmy Hats.
Or the edge of my butt crap. One of the two.
Oh, the disrespect. Listen, top. If you a Jimmy Hat, please give Heero all the smoke in the comment section. I would love to leave laughing emojis on your comments. I know they're coming, so I'm leaving laughing emojis. Anyway, we have another video that we found from our friend Jimmy Dore. Yeah. Now, Jimmy Dore, in my opinion, has been on one lately, and I've been enjoying his content on YouTube. Heero has a different perspective. He always tends to have a different perspective about Jimmy. So we got this video, and in this video, he's talking about Chuck Schumer forcing a vote. Now, what significance does this have? If you watch Jimmy Dore, you'll know that he was trying to get the progressives to force a vote towards Nancy Pelosi and put her speakership at risk to get Medicare for all pushed through, which I don't disagree with the strategy, but again, AOC, the squad, the rest of them said they're not going to burn up the political capital for something that they know they're going to fail. They're going to wait for a more opportune time to be able to get what they want passed through. Now, whether they do it or not is still to be determined. So, here in this video is a Chuck Schumer gonna force a vote for the voting rights thing, and he's making fun of the progressives. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Here we go.
Hey, here's some more great news. It looks like Chuck Schumer's gonna force a vote. What? Come on, get the F out of here. Hey, according to Reuters, Democrats' voting rights plan faces long odds in the U.S. Senate. Doesn't matter if that bill's not going to pass. Turns out Chucky the Shoom is going to force a frickin' vote. By the way, I love how they go, Democrats' voting rights plan faces long odds in the U.S. Senate. It's not like the Democrats control the Senate or anything, is that? Here we go. Chucky the Shoom is going to force a vote. I will. Here we go. Want to hear it? Here it is.
Daniela, so where does this voting rights bill go from here? Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is going to force a vote on Tuesday
Eric, can I
for
say
his
something?
voting rights package.
Yes,
that's
please.
a
I'd
Democratic
like to hear your opinion.
Okay, before I get on my opinion, I'm just here to state facts right now. Jimmy Dore has at least a $20,000 budget for his show, and the best he could do is a video recording of the CNN broadcast that you could pull up from YouTube or any other platform such as their own. That I'm just gonna say that up front.
Now that's pretty nitpicky, bro. I ain't gonna lie,
bro.
I mean, hey, listen,
bro. Just think about how far removed we are, and by the time I cut this, upload it, and thing, that means you would have at least been 4 videos removed from watching this in real time. I'm just saying, if I gave you a $1,000 budget, I damn sure know you wouldn't have this shit on the screen.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
Continue.
But now, okay, I'm done being petty, Jimmy Hats. Clearly it was a jab. I am clearly done being petty. You goddamn wrong. You are so wrong. Can we just stop with the name calling already? It took him all the energy in his body just to get to the story. But of course they don't have a majority in the Senate. They don't have a majority. Why? In figurative terms, why? Because there's this dude named Joe Manchin over there. And Joe Manchin is a wolf in sheep clothing. But we'll carry on. I'm just going to say that.
in this Congress. But it's expected to fail because it doesn't have enough Republican support. So why would Chuck Schumer do this and force a vote on a legislation that's going to fail? Well, it's to send a message and put Republicans and Democrats on the record on this issue of voting rights.
So Chuck Schumer is forcing a vote on a bill he knows is going to fail so he can make a statement. I thought when you force a vote on something that's going to fail, it kills your movement. That's what Representative Pramila Jayapal lied about with a straight face. You know, with the bigger Pramila Jayapal smiles, the more she's lying, like most people.
All right, let's
I
pause,
thought
let's
forcing
pause,
a
let's
vote
pause.
would end the movement, Ron.
All right.
So, you guys see what Jimmy's talking about. He's talking about his hashtag force to vote. That didn't work. It could have worked.
It could have.
It
It didn't.
And the whole issue is that because it didn't work, and now we see Chuck Schumer. Thank you. And now we
Shawnee.
see Chuck Shawnee blessing your boy with some victuals. Shout out to the wife for that. Anyway, now that we see that Chuck Schumer's forcing a vote, it just brings back up the point that he can bring back up. Hey, Chuck Schumer gets to force the vote, and it's not going to go anywhere. Why couldn't the progressives do that? Why couldn't Pramila Jayapal? Why couldn't AOC, Corey, blah, blah, blah? We get Ilhan. We can just everybody. Why couldn't you guys do the same thing to make a statement? But again, here's the deal. Here, I'm going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
How much political capital does Chuck Schumer have?
He's got a fucking ocean out there, man.
How much political capital does AOC and the squad and the rest of the Progressive Caucus have in comparison to Chuck Schumer?
15 deep, I call him Lake Michigan.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. I mean, am I wrong? Am I off? I know Jimmy has gone
I mean, you hit the nail on the head right there, because ultimately, when they talk about, because Jimmy's picking his facts here and picking his statements, because to Eric's point, to Jimmy's point, it does burn out certain people. People like me. I don't care about you putting up grandstanding, virtue signaling votes, because when it's time for us to really vote, are you going to be there with us? Are you going to be front and center? Like, Chuck Schumer is going to spend a significant amount of his capital to push this issue. A lot of TV promos, a lot of independent videos, a lot of spoken verses, a lot of luncheons, a lot of lobbyists, and a lot of stuff. Where was all that when we was trying to get health care for all? We could have forced the vote then, but did we have that type of push then? Like, because Chuck will say, let's do that, but he won't put the money behind that. And it's all about where you throw your money.
It's not, but it's not that the reason why he wants, because that's not what's gonna get him elected. That's the thing. And here's the thing that I know. When you have as much political capital as Chuck Schumer has, you can make a statement like that and not feel like your seat's going to be in jeopardy next year. Somebody like AOC, Corey Bush, and the rest of the people on the squad, they are tadpoles in this pond, and they got to swim smartly, in my opinion. Now, do I always agree with the squad's politics? No. But I understand politics when I see it, and it's like, do I burn up my political capital for this trivial thing, or do I wait and get the do I take the guppy or the whale? I really want the whale, so let me hold out for the whale. There is going to be a time that is more opportune for them to strike. This is 48 Laws of Power. This is the Art of War. You have to outweigh. These people are young. Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi are septuagenarians. They're old. The people in the squad are in their 30s, young 30s, late 30s. They can outlast these people. And eventually, through their time and experience, we'll be able to get these things. You want these things right now. I don't think these things are going to happen right now. I still believe there's another 10 to 20 years before these kind of progressive things actually materialize in this country. And I think that Jimmy is going to be an old man with false teeth before he sees these progressive agendas that he wants come to fruition.
Nah, it's kind of scary to see this, because it begs the question, what do you want, Jimmy?
Yep.
What do you want? You complained about how he didn't force the vote in one situation that was totally not to our advantage because you're talking about a time where we just was the progressive caucus. Now he's doing it, and you're making fun of him. So what do you want from him, Jimmy?
It's not him. It's what he's making fun. He's making fun of the
progressives.
People who call themselves progressives.
Yeah, and once again, I talk about wolves in sheep clothing. Schumer's one of them. He's one of them. He's center right, posing as a Democrat. But I mean, do you want to push more into this video?
Nah, I think we've said all we need to say about it.
I'm gonna give him one. I'm gonna give him one more segment, just one more, because I want the Jimmy has to really grasp this last concept. Hear this out.
I thought, what? I thought, what? Come on. Hey, now is not the time to force a vote. What are you doing? Now's not the time to force a vote, and he's doing it anyway. Boy, I wonder where he got the idea to force a vote. Even if it's going to fail, to make a statement. Vote was against it in a bad faith way. Kyle Kalinske says that you can't question people's motives, which is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Of course, that's all politics is you try to figure out people's motives so you can then counter them. Of course, that's what it is.
And I just wanted him to say that you can't predict, you can't account for people's motives. Jimmy, what's your motive in this video? What's the MO of this video? The Progressive Caucus is still part of the Democratic Party. They're forcing a vote. They're going to have a record of everyone who says no to voting. You got what you asked for. What is the point of this video? Jimmy Hats, take a look at yourself as you're rage typing in our comment section right now. What is the point of this video?
Revenue generation. The reason why we're covering Jimmy Dore.
Hey, no cap. We done. Eric, this is your segment. You get the last word. I close. What's up, man?
So, to cap this all off, you got to understand the people that you watch on YouTube do things because they want to generate revenue. This is why you people say you guys are just using Jimmy's name for clout. Yes.
You got that right.
Like Jimmy is talking about somebody else more popular than himself for content. The thing is, we're commenting on him and giving you context on his approach so that you don't get sucked into the web. If you guys pay attention, you're going to hear Heero and I are on different ends of things a lot of the times, but the where we identify is that we can see through Jimmy like clean glass. He is transparent. And the majority of people on YouTube, you got to be paying attention to what they say and ask yourself why they would say these things. What's their motive? How many subs do they have? What's their goal? You got to be asking yourself that. You got to see how much money a channel like his makes a month and why he picks specific politicians and stories to talk about is because these things are going to get clicks, likes, views, subs, and this is how you found our video because his name's in the title. This is what we try to educate you on the algorithm. YouTube is feeding you information and certain narratives. So you need to be paying attention. You need to be having more conversations like the ones we have here on the Identity Booth. Go back and look at the stuff where Heero and I are arguing aggressively at each other, but we say I love you at the end. This is the point. This is why we want you to come watch these videos. So that's what we think. This is the whole reason for us pointing this out to you. Heero, tell the good Jimmy Hats where they can find us.
Hey, Jimmy Hats, I can tell you one place you ain't going to find us. MySpace. Probably the last time you actually won a debate. Boom, gotcha. Boom, gotcha. No, seriously. Hey, we love you, Jimmy Hats. And no hard feelings, man. You're part of the booth. Whether you like it or not, you're one of us. You're an identifier. Yep. You just don't know it yet. But for all intents and purposes, you can find us on Twitch. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I mean, like Visa, we're everywhere. Eric says it all the time. But most importantly, we are looking to get our numbers up because we want to spread the gospel of the Jimmy hats. So please find it in yourself to spread this information out with your friends, family, enemies, because I know you have a lot. I know Jimmy hat. Don't say you have friends. You don't have friends. Your only friends are on screen right now, and we love you. So like, share, and subscribe. And if you got a little something, throw some in the change bucket so we can hire Nafi full time so she can't take the weekend off and we can get our other segments.
Slacker.
But also, we're trying to get our sub count. We're up to 4. Let's get to 5. I believe in you guys because you're Jimmy hats. And something passionate about the take care of yourself.
But it's so hard to find through the daily grind. Been working overtime. And I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end is sight. Slow it down and we